Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Windi Tinangon. I'm from English Education Department 5th semester. I would like to tell a story. The title is Bawang Putih and Bawang Merah. A long time ago, there lived a wealthy merchant with his beautiful daughter, who was named Bawang Putih. They lived in a nice, quiet village. This merchant's wife had long since passed away. The merchant lived just with his daughter, and he loved his daughter so much because she was very nice and beautiful. One day, the merchant brought a woman and her daughter along with him after he came from traveling. He wanted to marry that woman, and Bawang Putih agreed about it. Bawang Putih now had a stepmother and also a stepsister who had named Bawang Merah. When her father went to trade, her stepsister and also the stepmother would treat Bawang Putih such as or like a maid. Bawang Putih must did all the work that was told by her stepmother and also stepsister or Bawang Merah. So she had to clean house, wash clothes, and cook and look for firewood. If Bawang Putih did all the work wrong, her stepmother would give her punishment, such as not giving her feeding. Every day, Bawang Merah and her stepmother always shouted her, "Putih, wash my clothes now. Bawang Putih, very fast now. I'm so hungry." One day, Bawang Putih's father returned home, but fell ill. Bawang Putih was very sad. However, Bawang Putih's father died, and it changed her life. Bawang Merah and her stepmother was so excited. They took all the properties and also the house of Bawang Putih's father. Finally, he died. Yes, Mom, we will be rich. But after Bawang Putih's father died, her stepmother and Bawang Merah further faltered her. Bawang Putih tried to be patient. One day, Bawang Putih went to the river to wash clothes. She was very tired and hungry and also felt so weak. While washing, she didn't realize that her stepmother's scarf was missing. She was shocked when he looked into the basket of clothes. There was no her mother's scarf over there. She decided to find the scarf, and she was following the river to the river stream and asked people that was there. She met a farmer who was washing his corn, and Bawang Putih asked him, "Uncle, did you see a red scarf floating down the river?" The uncle nodded and replied, "Yes, I saw it. An old grandmother found it on the river, and she took it and brought it to her house. Her house is on the mountain." Bawang Putih immediately headed up the mountain to find old grandmother. She arrived in a wooden house and knocked at the door. And the old grandmother came, and Bawang Putih asked politely, "Excuse me, grandma. Did you find my mother's red scarf?" "Oh, there. Let's come in. What is your name?" "My name is Bawang Putih, grandma." Mother asked her if she wanted the scarf he would give her if Bawang Putih would help her first. Bawang Putih agreed about it. All day, she helped grandmother cook, look for firewood, clean the house, and wash clothes. She thought it was very easy because she was used to do it. After she helped grandmother gave her the scarf, but she asked Bawang Putih to choose a pumpkin on the table. There are 2 pumpkins on the table, a small one and a large one. Bawang Putih chose a small one and permitted to bake home. The grandmother obeyed him to open the pumpkin if she had arrived at home. So, Bawang Putih was scolded by her stepmother and Bawang Merah. They were angry with her because she came back home very late. "You've been, Bawang Putih. There you go out with my permission." Bawang Putih was beaten by her stepmother and Bawang Merah. And after that, they saw a small pumpkin in the basket clothes and asked Bawang Putih to cook it for them. When Bawang Putih cut the pumpkin, she was shocked. There are many jewelry over there. The stepmother and Bawang Merah was shocked as well and asked, "Where did you find? You find the pumpkin, Bawang Putih?" The stepmother and Bawang Merah had a plan. They did all things that Bawang Putih did before. They deliberated, washed away the red scarf on the river, and they followed the scarf secretly and looked the old grandmother pick up the scarf, and they followed the grandmother to her house. Arriving to the old grandmother's house, the stepmother and Bawang Merah knocked at the door and asked the old grandmother about the scarf, the red scarf. The old grandmother greeted them warmly, and they pretended to be sad. "Mother, did you find my mother's red scarf?" "I found it on the river." "Let's come in." With Bawang Putih, grandmother would give back the scarf if they were to have her. The stepmother and Bawang Merah did all the work by complaining constantly. Finally, they finished all the work and said goodbye to old grandmother. Sam asked Bawang Putih, grandmother gave them to choose a pumpkin on the table. There are a large one and a small one. They immediately choose the large one because they want more jewelry in there. But the grandmother told them to don't open the pumpkin before they got to the home, and they said yes. But in the middle of the wood, they couldn't stand to look the jewelry. The stepmother and Bawang Merah stopped walk to the home, and the stepmother split the pumpkins, and there was involved quite a surprise because inside of the pumpkins were venomous animals. There is the spiders, snakes, and all of the venomous animals, and they was shocked. But but they were in the middle of the wood, so no one came to help them. And after that, they died. Well, Bawang Putih was so rich because of the jewelry that given by old grandmother. She continued her father's business and enjoyed the fruit of her obedience and kindness. And Bawang Putih lived happily ever after. The end. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.